Hi everyone from beautiful Ngunnawal country. My name's Rebecca and I'm here to talk books. Today I'm going to be talking about some graphic novels. Now, graphic novels do get a bit of hard press, I suppose. There are lots of people out there that see reading a graphic novel as not reading a book, and I disagree. I think reading graphic novels and children reaching for those graphic novels is really important because it teaches them a lot of skills. It teaches them about visual literacy and reading text, knowing about looking at vocabulary, looking at how body language works between people, looking at the scenery. It also just gives them the opportunity to read something, I don't want to say light, but it doesn't require a lot of reading like physical words, but they're still getting so much out of the story. There's a lot of research on it. I'm not going to go into the research, but please, if your child wants to read graphic novels, let them. They will find their way to something bigger, a novel at some point. But at the moment, if graphic novels what they need, then that's what they should be reading. So one set of series of books that is a great way to move from graphic novel onto something more are these ones called I Survived. Okay, these I Survived series is actually based on a best-selling series from the States, which are short novels written by Lauren Tarshis. And there are so many children that just love these because they are historical fiction that teach you about different events in the world. Now, they are quite American based, so there's a lot around American perspective of the world, but that doesn't mean that they're not great. So the ones I have here, The Sinking of the Titanic, 1912, The Attacks of September 11, 2001, The Shark Attacks of 1916, and The Attacks of the Grizzlies, 1967. Now, I have a particular student at my school, because as I've said before, I am a librarian, who absolutely adores these, and he is going through them really quickly. He loves how he can read the book really quickly, but then at the back of each book there is more information. So if you want to go into more detail and research, then you certainly can. So here I have The Attack of the Grizzlies, and in the back you've got a little bit more. You've got a note from the author talking about what she learnt from the process of writing the book. You then have little details about the scene, about where it takes place, about timelines, so you're teaching your kids how to read timelines, and then also, in this case, how you can help grizzlies. And then there are safety. I'm just trying to get to this bit here. There's bibliographies and there are websites that kids can go and research more if they want to know more about it. And finally, you have the information about the authors and illustrators. These are a great set of books to sort of dip into history and just sort of get the kids thinking about history and learning a bit more, because they're going to go away and go, oh, I wonder why that happened. How can I find more information? And at the back of the book, you've got all these fantastic little things. Again, okay, this is about shark attacks, thing from Lauren, what really happened, because this is historical fiction, so this isn't a real book, but there are real events that this is based on. A bit more information, and then facts about sharks, and then where you can get more information. These should be in most good libraries, this series of books. As you will probably notice, there's no barcodes or anything on these yet. I was really lucky. I picked these up at a local op shop. So these will go to my school library. I do this. I do go and check out the op shops for great books because I can get them at just a small amount of what I would normally pay for them. Highly recommend I Survived. If your kids really love the graphic novels, then they might move on to the actual physical novels as well, because there aren't that many of these, the graphic novels in the series, but there are plenty of the chapter books. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.